I'm Laura. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about mental health awareness. Some key points that I have to help with, that I have some notes. So, because today I just felt like this is a more serious topic, I should probably write down my notes. Anyways, so some notes I have down, some key points that really help with your mental stability and your mental health is your happiness, your family, your school, and your work. A lot of people say, a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm depressed, or, I have anxiety, and they're not necessarily, I guess, told that by a doctor. They're not, prescribed or, I guess, diagnosed would be the word. And I feel like even if you're not diagnosed and you know what depression and anxiety is, you can still feel depressed. Whether you are diagnosed or not, depression is a thing. It's a real thing. And I looked up online some quotes that have to do with your mental health and the awareness of it. And something that really stuck out to me said it's a disorder, not a decision. The reason it stuck out to me is because it is a disorder, and you don't decide to be depressed. You don't decide to have anxiety around certain people or doing certain things or, just being in a certain room. You can't help that. It happens. So some things I wanted to say were, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to be less than perfect. It's okay to do what's best for you. And most importantly, it's okay to just be yourself. I know that I struggled for a long time being myself, and I am finally learning who I am as a person. It took me 18 years, but I'm there and I'm learning who I am, and I'm just kind of taking the time for myself. And that sounds really selfish, but I really am. I'm learning who I want to be as a person. So it's kind of, helping me out a little. And then just some 10 ways to look after your mental health. I wrote down 10 of them that helped me to look out for my own mental health that I've recognized do work for myself. Now, some of these might not work for some others, and that's okay. You just sometimes need to try different things. So these 10 things are the ways to look after my mental health. If you hear barking, it's my dog. Anyways, so 10 ways that I look after my mental health. I talk about my feelings. I try to keep active as much as I can. I try to eat well. Sometimes it doesn't go, as planned, but I try. Keeping in touch with certain people you're close to. Like me, I'm close to my aunt. I keep in touch with her. I'm close to my Nana. I keep in touch with her. So, taking a break. I put down taking a break because to me, for me to take a break, it's kind of like if you were to take a break from social media. It's stress off of your shoulders, and it's just, it's something that is going to help you relax. So you might take a break as in taking a break from whatever is, disturbing you or really, not helping, making you upset or whatever. But or you can take it as in like take a break, take a nap, sit down, relax. But to me, taking a break means to relax a little more and to kind of close in a little more, because sometimes you just need that the tiredness to just all go away. And so you just want to take a break. Number 6, it says ask for help. I'm really bad at asking for help, but I have learned in the past couple months that it is okay to ask for help. You might not know what you're doing or how to do it, but I promise you it's okay to ask for the help you need. Okay, so number 7, it says care for others. When you're down, sometimes it helps you to care for others and to talk to others and, just help other people. For me, it helps because when I'm feeling down, I'm feeling, really low, it makes me feel better as a person to help somebody rather than sit and sulk in my sadness. So I put care for others. Number 8, do something you're good at. For me, I'm good at like artistic things. I like to just doodle. I don't draw per se, but I enjoy doodling, and I like to read sometimes. And just, even just watching TV, that's something you like. Do it and enjoy it, It'll help you stay more focused on yourself, and it'll help you feel better about whatever's going on. Number 9 is your personal hygiene. I know this is crazy and I know it sounds weird, but like when people get really depressed and down and anxious and just not feeling so great about themselves, their hygiene seems to kind of, go down the toilet. So I put hygiene down. Okay, so yes, your hygiene is a big part of like, what should help you feel better. To me, when I'm having a really, crappy day, I just go and I take a shower and I start to feel pretty good about myself. But at the same time, if I have a really good day, I'll do the same. But for sure, when I'm having a bad day, it always helps to go and just take a nice warm shower. Anyways, it really helps to take a shower and, just soak off all the anxiety and pressure you have on your shoulders. Now, for my 10th one, it's very, very important because to me, I didn't do this for a long time, and I finally have. Sorry, my eye's watering. Number 10 is accept who you are. Other people may not accept who you are, but you need to accept who you are deep down inside, in your heart, in your soul, whatever. You need to do it for yourself. Other people will not start accepting you until you start accepting yourself. I struggle with this really badly. For the longest time, I thought I was stupid and I was dumb and, I was never gonna get better. But I finally accepting who I am and who I wanted to be. And so, things will start kind of looking up. And once you accept who you are, it's so much easier. It's like, oh, you don't accept me? Well, okay, that's okay. I accept myself. But, let me help you. Let me show you who I really am, who I, strive to be. And it just really helps you. It really does. So I wrote that down. Whew, sorry. This is a hard topic. For the longest time, I didn't tell anybody how I felt. I was so down and I hated, everything I did, everything I was. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. So I feel it's very important to find that person that you can trust and to talk to them, and don't stall from it, and don't be afraid. Do not ever be afraid, because that was the hardest thing on me. it was hard to come out and tell. I told my aunt, I told her how I was really feeling, and it was so hard. It really was. And, we have the strongest bond now because I told her. And I mean, before then we had a strong bond, but because I told her, she could help me. And so, I just really cherish that. And so, if you're ever feeling really down, you really need to talk to somebody that you can trust. It's very important. Feelings are a really wide subject. Some people get upset over some things that others don't, and then others get upset, about things that I wouldn't get upset about. So it's kind of hard because it's kind of a judgment line, And I say this in the nicest way possible, but people are so judgmental these days. Like, so judgmental. And it doesn't help, So, to me, that's why it's hard for me to talk about how I feel in this crazy world of judgmental people. And, it's just kind of hard. So, and another thing, I didn't write this down, but I just really wanted to put this out there that sometimes it's hard to talk to people, including your own family. And for me, it was really hard to talk to, my parents about how I felt, because I felt like, they didn't listen or anything. I'm not going to throw them under the bus or anything. I love my parents dearly, I do. But when I felt so down, I just felt like they weren't there. And some people just don't get it. And I don't blame them. They were busy. They had lives too. And, they probably had their own times when they felt down and I wasn't there. But if somebody comes to you telling you how they feel and how they are down, do not ignore them, because it's a serious thing. It really is. It is so serious. Another thing that with your mental health, something that causes suicide, and I hate to talk about suicide, it's not something you want to talk about, but your mental health goes hand in hand with that, so that's kind of a touchy subject. So I wrote some things down, 7 things that mindful people do differently, and these have helped me recently. I'm sorry, I'm getting teary-eyed. Woo! It's a touchy subject, it really is. Trying my best not to cry. Anyway, so I wrote these 7 things down, and they are helping me see life at a brighter picture. So I wanted to share these with you, and hopefully they would help you too. Number 1 was approach everyday things with curiosity. Always want to learn new things, try new things, just put yourself out there, do new things. I know it sounds crazy, but it's fun. For me, something that I've done recently that's just, approaching everyday things with curiosity was eating healthy and getting back in the gym, because to some people it might not be a curiosity, but for me, my weight was a big struggle with why I'm upset all the time. And I just approached it, had no clue what I was doing. Thank the Lord for my aunt, she's helping me. But it's something that'll help. It really is. Get in that gym and you work your butt off and you sweat and you cry some days because it's going to hurt, but that's okay. You do it. You do it for yourself. Another thing is, number 2, forgive your mistakes, big or small. You always need to forgive yourself down in your own heart. Some other people may not forgive you, and that's okay. But you need to forgive yourself, and it'll help you become stronger and help you with who you are. I recently went through some things that took a toll on who I am and where I'm going in life, and I have apologized to the certain people that this happened to, and I haven't been forgiven, and that's okay. I don't expect to be forgiven, but I've forgiven myself because I know who I am and I know my self-worth. Number 3 is show gratitude for good moments and grace for the bad ones. Always be appreciative for having a good day, and even when you have a bad day, have have grace in that. Like, it's graceful. At least you had a bad day. You know, there's other people who probably had a worse day. You know, you're better than some and you're worse than a few, as my daddy would always say. Practice compassion and nurture connections. Practice being closer to others, and when you are closer to somebody, nurture that connection. I know for me and my aunt, we're really close, and I nurture that because it's just, you know, it's something that means the world to me. I have somebody I'm close to. So yeah. Before I start crying, let's move on. Number 5, make peace with imperfections inside and out. That means make peace with who you are. For me, I'm a bigger girl. I've been a bigger girl for a while now. And, you know, I'm finally coming to peace with that. Like, it's hard knowing I'm a big girl, but I'm finally coming to terms and being like, okay, you're a big girl. So if it upsets you, then what can you do to make yourself better? And so I'm making peace with my imperfections. Number 6 is embrace vulnerability by trusting others. It's really hard to trust others, but when you take down your barriers and you finally trust people, it helps so much. It really does. And number 7, accept and appreciate that things come and go. Another thing that happened to me recently, things came and go, people came and went, and, you know, whether it's good or bad, I have to accept it and I appreciate it, because maybe I didn't need them in my life. And maybe I didn't need, like, that kind of negativity. But I just figured today's video would be something that's very serious to me and something that means the world to me. And so I just figured I'd put that out there. And this isn't, like, targeted at anybody. If I have family who watch this, it's not targeted at you. I just felt the need to put this out there and get it off my shoulders. And if my aunt is watching this, my Aunt Mary, thank you so much. You've been a really big part to who I am and helping me discover myself, and it means the world to me, because for a long time I didn't know who I was or where I was going in life. And you're really helping me become a better, stronger, more vulnerable person. And for you, I am very thankful. And we're gonna, you know, end this video on a happy note. So, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section telling me what you want to hear, what you want to see. And, yeah, that's all I have to say. Make sure you turn on your bell notifications, because that'll let you know when I post. And bye!